What's up, guys? Welcome back to another podcast. I got a special guest. If you don't know who he is, you about to know who he is today, man. We call him Mr. Ford Tough. What's up, baby?
Man, thanks for having me.
So, look, tell us a little bit about you, man. So, I want my audience to know, like, what's your mindset? Where you been for the last 10 to 20 years? And what are you doing in the marketplace today that's shaking up the community?
Okay, I love that. You got some good questions, man. My mindset is that of a champion, man. You whatever I want to be,
Come
I
on.
can be.
Cool.
And that kind of go along with my story, but just to kind of just to label it as a mindset, man, it's kind of like the Mamba mindset, man. I feel like whatever I want to accomplish, I can do that.
So take us on this journey, okay? The journey of who you are, like where you come from, like how did you grow up? And tell us a little bit about like how you transitioned today to when you first started, when you first grew up.
Okay, all right. Man, so I'm from born and raised here in Houston, Texas.
Come on.
From a neighborhood called Sunnyside. Sunnyside, Texas, stand up.
Come on.
I know what the checks are. But no, man, from real humble beginnings.
Okay.
Of course, a lot of people think that Sunnyside is bad.
Of course.
One of the worst places to live in Houston, that sort of thing. And
come on.
Parts of it, that may be true. I'm not going to lie. But it also made who I am.
That tough upbringing.
Yeah. So if you can make it out of there, you can make it anywhere type of deal. And Sunnyside is not the only neighborhood like that.
Of course.
I mean, like the neighborhood you grew up in is like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a couple other neighborhoods in Houston like that. And then for that note, as a couple of different hoods in every state in the United States.
So look, I'm gonna tell you guys. He said a quote when I first met him, and it sticks to my mind because it really makes so much sense. And I ain't gonna tell his own quote. He gonna have to tell y'all the quote. But if you're making money, come on, tell him about it.
Yeah, man. If you're making money the same way that your grandparents made money, you're making money the wrong way.
Yeah. So somebody might say, well, I grew up with my grandparents. I learned from my grandparents. They taught me everything. And it's kind of disrespectful when you're talking like that.
Right.
Somebody might feel like that's a little bit disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But
I know it can be controversial. it can be a controversial statement. However, all I'm saying is that the economy is different today as it was when your grandparents was living and working and making money. And so, as an example, our grandparents, our parents, they taught us to what? To work hard.
Yes.
They taught us to, if we've got to work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, then do that. But how many of those people that you know that worked multiple jobs ever got rich?
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
So that's been outdated. Our parents probably should be saying what I'm saying right now.
That's true.
But at the end of the day, that's all I'm saying. I mean, it's no pun intended. Even if your grandparents were rich back then, you cannot get rich the same way they got rich. So again, if you're making money the same way that your grandparents did, then you're making money the wrong way.
And you know what? I think this next generation, I think they're more risk takers.
Yeah.
But they're taking risks with $5 worth of knowledge. So I have to go and pour into this next generation.
Absolutely.
Because these guys, I'm meeting them, I'm like, dang, man. But they want it, but their knowledge level is really low though.
Yeah.
So recently you released a course. Man, you released some stuff that can really change the trajectory mindset of a real estate agent. Because I mentioned you on a call, I had a guy call me, he was like, man, I want a website, but I'm good because I'm using their website.
Okay.
He worked for. I don't want to put the company out there, but he's working for them. But he getting there was like getting leads. So I said, what happens if you quit? Do you keep the leads roll with you? Then I brought you up. I said, I had a guy. His name is Mr. Ford. He said, real estate agent only making money one time and you guys are responsible for taking that payment, that person to the bank, and the bank are getting paid years off of this one person. And so I brought you up, and he was like, "Oh," I said, "Man, you got to go to his course and get it, bro."
Yeah, yeah. So that's what the course teaches, man. I think that when you're an agent, you just you just happy, man. You're happy to be a real estate agent. You're happy to have a license, and you don't really question how the business is set up.
That's good.
And so now, even if you questioned it, you still couldn't change it. So that's another reason why a lot of people don't change it. I mean, don't question it. But at the end of the day, the real estate agent is the liaison between the homeowner and the bank.
Crazy.
So this homeowner is purchasing the property. They're going to take 30 years. That's if they don't ever be late or default. So 30 years is the minimum. They're going to have 30 years of payments that they're making off of the person that you put them in contact with. You're the liaison, and you only made money one time. But the last time I checked, 30 times 30 years.
360 payments.
Come on.
Going to that bank.
Come on. And you got paid how many times?
What?
So they got you by 359. And that's a problem.
And I'm telling you, so I think it's the right mindset for people to understand the importance of, okay, so I want to ask you a question. What's the difference between active income and passive income?
Wow, I love it. The difference between active income and passive income is that passive income is income that comes to you whether you wake up in the morning and work or not.
Come on.
You're making money in your sleep.
Come on.
Okay. And then earned income, active income, that goes for itself. You already understand, that's self-explanatory. But passive income, the definition of passive income is a stream of money.
Come on.
Reoccurring every month.
Come on.
For little to no effort.
Ooh, that's good.
And so that's what it's really about. But active income is just that. You have to be active. You've got to work 8, 12, 16
hours. I think, but people dropping the ball because they don't understand, like, most people can't get to the passive side because they burning their active income. They burning it up. I'm talking about they burn every bills. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta go here. I gotta eat. I gotta take care of my kids. So all that money they making, they haven't found that play.
Yeah. The system is designed that way. The system is designed to distract you, and you spend all your money, all of your earned income.
Yes.
And you still have bills, more bills than you have money. And so, you don't have that discretionary fund. You don't have that extra money to invest.
Yes, and so I think it comes with the territory of people not understanding, like, what really is it? Like, why I haven't achieved like that greatness mindset. So take us on this journey. All right, you're a new real estate agent. All right, now let's take you back 20 years from now. You've been in the game. You become a real estate agent. What was your frame of thinking then to your frame of thinking right now? So, like, how would you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I went through, I feel like Nipsey. He said I went through all of the emotions that it took to be great.
Come on.
And so if you go back 20 years, man, I was 23 years old.
Come on.
I had a 2-year-old son.
Come on.
Was married, and I was a homeowner.
Come on.
And I all I wanted to do was make 6 figures.
Okay.
At that point, all I wanted to do was make $8,333 a month.
A month, yeah.
And that was $100,000 a year. And I had that imprinted.
Come on.
Within my subconscious mind. And that was my goal. Now, if you fast forward just about a year or two, about 2 years into my career, I was able to hit the 6 figures within the first year.
What clicked though?
Oh, good question. Man, back then, earned income was greater than passive income.
Okay.
So here we go.
Okay.
So the way that I was able to capitalize and compound on the real estate deals, that's what gave me the ability to make 6 figures. And what I mean by that is I had a mortgage broker license and I had a real estate license. So I'm making double the commission.
Okay.
I'm 2 of the people that you need in a real estate transaction. The only person that I'm not is the actual seller.
Okay.
And I'm not the title company. So there's 4 positions.
Okay.
I took up 2.
Ooh.
So that's how I was able to get the 6 figures then. Because back then, earned income was the way to get money.
So there's a real estate agent might say, "Hey, Mr. Ford, you sounds good, man. You know, I know you've been doing it for 20 years, but I can't see myself with no passive income. I don't even understand the common mindset of how do I get there." So what do you tell this 18, 19, 20-year-old realtor that one day you can become me, but what mistakes do he need not to make to become you?
Wow. Really good question. So what I would say to any 18, 19, 20-year-old realtor that's just starting off that was in my position is to, first of all, focus on creating a system. Because you have to get out of the rat race in order to get to wealth. Passive incomes, it comes after the rat race. And so the first thing is to go within your network, build strong relationships. And after you get a client, continue to talk to them.
Ooh, I like
a lot of realtors only talk to the clients that's going to put food on their table 30 days from that date. They don't talk to the people that's going to give them money 6 months from today, 9 months today. And the way that you do that is you set up a CRM system.
Yes.
And you send them something on their birthday for different holidays, not every holiday, but maybe for St. Patrick's Day or something like that. Maybe, Valentine's Day, you might want to take that one off. That might not be a good holiday to send them one. They might not want to hear from their local real estate professional. But you pick 3 or 4 different holidays plus a birthday and continue to talk to them. And then eventually you will have referrals. And once you've got these referrals coming in, that's passive income too.
I love
because
that.
you did nothing to get those particular clients. They came because somebody else referred them and they spoke very highly of you. And so that was no effort. So now the energy and effort that you would put into marketing yourself to new people, you can put into diversifying your income. And I talk about that in the course about how to diversify your income through stocks and bonds and insurance products.
So all right. You said 2 things. Rat race and system.
Right.
It's 2 acronyms I'm going to break down.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Rats. Spell it backwards.
Star.
You become a star when you stop chasing cheese and start chasing your purpose.
Ooh.
Okay?
You set me up. You set me up. I love it.
All right.
Set me up for the punchline. I love it.
And then, so you become a star when you stop chasing that cheese, which is money, and start chasing your purpose.
Come on.
And the next thing is system. You know the acronym?
No.
Save yourself time, energy, and money.
Yeah.
When you put the systems in place, things become easier. I'm really big on I'm always looking at systems and I always bring up Marcus because I love his little tagline, data for dollars. Yes, so it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? When you can see those numbers. So, all right, take us because I know people. It's gonna be some young people watching this and be like, it seems like I'm not him. I'm only 19, 20. I can't see. The problem is people waiting to get there before they see it. But when you got to see it before you get there, you got to already visualize it.
I was just saying that last night the panel that I spoke on.
Man, so the real estate agents right now, what are some of the things you think they're missing? Like the new real estate agents.
Self-confidence. Self-confidence. That's the biggest thing. So I'll say it like this. When I first came into the business, I was 23 years old, but I looked like I was 19.
Okay.
I had hair, so I wasn't bald. I didn't have the gray, and I didn't even have any hair. I didn't even have hair on my chin. I don't think.
Okay.
But either way, I looked totally young. And so here's the thing. Who is gonna trust a guy who looked like he's 19 years old with the responsibility of guiding me through home ownership? I'm 36 years old. My wife is the same age. My kids are older than your kids. So I'm representing families that can probably be friends with my parents.
Ooh, that's good.
And so the thing that attracted them to me was the fact that I was confident enough to ask them for the business.
Okay.
And the reason why I was confident enough to ask them for the business is because I knew my niche.
Okay.
Why? Because I had bought my first house at 21.
I loved it.
So although I didn't look like I was a homeowner. I really was. And by the time I jumped into business, I had already bought my first flip.
Come on.
Now, back in the day, you couldn't flip a house within a year's time. So I still hadn't flipped the money and hadn't got my money back on that investment. But I had already entered an investment by the time I got my real estate license. You just had to give me a chance. So maybe you're not like me. Maybe you still live in an apartment, something like that. You know, maybe you're an agent who really don't have it. You still have to find your niche. I was talking to an agent the other day, a new agent, 23 years old, just like I was. And I was telling her, I said, well, you are well-traveled.
Come on.
And you are a veteran. So although you're not a homeowner, you can have a niche market. You can deal with veterans. And that knowing that you can help veterans will give you that self-confidence.
I like that.
Or maybe you have always lived in luxury high-rise apartments downtown or in and around the city. Maybe you need to start off as an agent being a luxury apartment home specialist.
Okay.
Maybe that gives you the confidence, but you've got to have that self-confidence or nobody's going to believe in you, especially at this level.
Man, let me tell people, we're finna play this word game. I got a word game about to play.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you 2 words, and you tell me, do you need both or you need none?
Okay.
Motivation and money. Do you need both or you need none?
Both.
Why?
Because, I mean, if you're not motivated, you're not going to make any money.
Okay.
So, you know.
So it's the compound effect.
Right.
So passion or purpose? Do you need both or you need none?
Both. Both.
But why you need both?
Because, I mean, you have to have passion.
Because, you know, some people say if you know your purpose but you're not passionate, you can't make money. Well,
you said none.
Yeah, do you need both?
Is it both or one or both or none?
No. Do you need one or the other? Oh, you need both of them.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying
no. So some people can pick. Well, you can pick one of the.
Okay. All right. So tell me, passion and purpose.
Passion and purpose. Do you need both of them? Or do you need one of them? Or do you need none of them?
Man, you need both. You need both. You need both because you can have a purpose.
Okay.
But if you don't have any passion behind it,
then
it won't catapult you or push you to see that purpose through fruition. Because here's the thing, and I don't want to get too deep, but the thing is that God will give you a purpose.
Okay.
But how many people die with that purpose?
Ooh, that's good.
How many people in the graveyard that died with their goals? So that's why you need the passion and that zeal, because once it's one thing to have a purpose, but then if you walk in your purpose, so let's say you go one step further and you walk in your purpose. Now you need passion to keep on pushing you through your purpose, because there's going to be some loneliness in your purpose.
Ooh, there's going to be some loneliness.
Yeah, we don't want to preach today, though.
There's going to be some loneliness in your purpose.
Yeah, because it's for you. Okay, well, never mind. We'll go to the next one.
Yeah, so, okay, so can you explain to us the difference between an employee mindset and an entrepreneur mindset?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the employer is gonna always employ you as the employee for something that you're getting compensated for.
Okay.
At least about a third or an eighth of the revenue that you actually make.
Okay.
So in other words, an employee is gonna hire somebody and they're gonna pay them $100,000 a year. Well, that position should yield them $100,000 a quarter, at least. Sometimes that position, they can work you like a slave and you can be making the company $100,000 a month. Right? So the employee mindset is, I'm going to rely on this job because it's comfortable. I don't have to worry about sales and bringing the sales in. I don't have to worry about customer service.
I got you.
The act of facilitating what I brought in through sales. And that may work for them. But the entrepreneur is saying, I can be all those things because I want most of the pie, if not all of it.
You know what? And I like that because I tell people, and I mean, it was crazy. My friend the other day, he came by. He was like, man, I'm going to be honest with you. He might watch the video, but I ain't going to say his name, though. He said, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I tuned you out a year ago.
Wow.
Because you were saying elf jobs. Because he said, but now that I'm trying to be an entrepreneur, I understand what you were saying.
Yeah.
He said, but I'm not trying to disrespect you. I was like, no, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know, so, but if you tune me out, how many people really gonna tune you out? It's because I be like, man, y'all working for somebody, you dumb. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that sparked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it takes that. I mean, you basically called them out, and it was something that had to.
He wanted to be an entrepreneur right now.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. They had to resonate with him. So, you know, like I said, the word of God doesn't go out void. You were speaking the word of God to him. You were speaking the truth. You were speaking, you know, and it was like it had to permeate.
Yes.
And I understand everybody's going through cycles.
Come on.
Just because you're behind me and whatever that cycle is, that's okay.
That's cool.
But eventually you'll get it. If that's your path, and not everybody's entrepreneurs.
And that's why I told him, I was like, man, I'm not mad at you. I mean, you honest. He was like, man.
But when you talking about effort jobs and stuff, that you know, that's just you. That's your delivery. I'm probably like, man, I ain't worried about him. No, but I get it because either you're paying for somebody else's agenda.
Ooh, come on.
Or you're pushing and paying for your own. I would much rather toil and stress over my own lineage, my own legacy, than someone else. But that doesn't mean that the next person feel that way.
So, which one more important?
Okay.
Legacy or being a legend?
Ooh, legacy. Legacy. You could be a legend and for the wrong reason, first of all, or you could be a legend and not leave a legacy.
Ooh, so it's something to really ponder on. I think people be like, I mean, let me think. My definition, because this is something I brought up to him. I said, a job give you a plate of food, and they say, hey, once you full, good luck. Tomorrow, that's all you can eat today. Okay, so make sure you eat wisely because you can't eat no more. An entrepreneur who he wakes up, wherever he kills, what he eating.
Yeah,
it's a different beast mindset.
Yeah, you know, I mentored some kids this summer.
Okay,
and one of my mentees said something. I can't take credit for this.
Come on.
But he said, this young man said, well, I asked him, I said, why do you want to learn real estate? Why, you know, why have you sought after me and said that you want to learn real estate? And he said, well, if you give a man permission to feed you, you give that man permission to starve you. I'll say, oh, young man.
Come on, young man. Where you get this from?
Yeah, he got it from on high.
I love it, man. Yeah. And you know what? I try to tell people, like, man, life, you said something. Life have a lot of circles, a lot of situations that's going, and everybody move is different. People always ask this question, I don't know what to teach. I say, teach what you know. That's it. Because what you know, some people behind you need to learn it.
Yeah, I struggle with that too.
Okay.
So I get it. You know, I can relate. You feel like, because you're you. So you feel like what you know, everybody else probably knows.
Yes.
Or you feel like you don't know enough about what it is that you want to talk about or teach. Because you be seeing these gurus online. They lying. Or, no, the other thing is that there's still somebody who needs to hear it the way you gonna say it.
Yes.
And so I had to realize that too. You know, this is my 20th year and I'm just getting into educating.
Come on.
I probably could have done this about 3 or 4 years ago, you know? But it was like, do I really have a lot to say? Or do I just have a few things to say? But man, once I started talking and started brainstorming on what I'm going to talk about, I didn't have enough pen. I mean, I have enough paper to write all of the things. So it happens.
So let's compare the two. Which one worse? Okay. Procrastination or poverty?
Procrastination or poverty? Procrastination.
Ooh, okay. Explain.
Well, because I feel like if you are impoverished, that's something you can come out of.
Okay.
But if you procrastinate,
I mean, 30 years.
The last time I checked,
come on,
everybody that was walking this earth had an assignment on them.
Ooh.
And also, the last time I checked, everybody's gonna die. And so so that means that you can procrastinate your way past the time that you're living. But if you just in poverty, that's just, man, that's a flip of a switch. As long as you got that mindset to get up and to learn and to apply.
I love it.
Then I mean you can get out that poverty.
Okay, so which one more important? Mindset or money?
Ooh. Easy. Mindset. Mindset over money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say, man, if I had $1 million,
then you'd be broke in 3 months.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's mindset, definitely. Yeah.
So discipline or desire?
Discipline.
Why?
Man, you ain't getting nowhere if you ain't disciplined. I've been working for 20 years. I don't have an alarm clock.
Me either.
I don't know. The only thing I set my alarm for, a few times that I've set my alarm, is because I had to catch an early morning flight.
I was about to tell you that. That's me too.
It. That's the only thing. Other than that, man, I wake up with passion every day around the same time. Like, where they at? What we doing?
I love it.
And so I would say discipline is the biggest thing that catapults you in life.
So if you can go back and talk to your 17-year-old self, what do you tell him?
Oh, man. You're going to be great. You're going to be a legend. Like that leadership that you display now, man, you're going to be able to lead millions of more people than you are leading today.
Wow.
Keep at it. Keep going.
So you're on your way out. You're on your deathbed, about to pass away. There's seven angels around you. What angel you think will say, man, I gotta die with you because I didn't live it? Think about this. Angel 1 say, man, you lived your purpose. Angel 2 said, man, you procrastination. Angel 3 said, man, you could have told this story, but you didn't. What angel, you had 7 angels around you. Okay. What would be that thing you think that one of the angels would say that you need to do right now so that they won't say it?
Oh, good question. Have more fun.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, have more fun. I get so locked into my legacy that I want to leave and my purpose. And I have such a big heart and I want to help everyone.
Come on.
That sometimes I forget about myself. Most times I forget about myself.
So yeah. That's good. All right. So there's an acronym game. I'm gonna tell you some acronyms and then you tell me what you think it means.
Okay.
First acronym is denial. Don't even notice I am lying. Talk about it. Talk about it.
I mean, some people it's like some people just cap. Ooh. They don't they lie without. I had a friend like that.
Ooh.
He would just lie just because. I'm like, why you lie? I have no idea. I don't know.
So denial. People be in denial every single day. They lie to themselves about their goals, their dreams, their aspirations. Every single day they wake up. You know what I'm saying? The next one is DNA. There's an acronym. The D stands for your design. The N is to notice, and the A is your assignment.
What design, do you do? Notice, and assignment. Okay.
Yeah. What's your ideal on DNA?
Design. Say it again.
You are designed to notice your assignment.
You are designed to notice your assignment. Man, I love that. Where are these coming from? I mean, how deep you want me to get?
Yeah, man.
When you decided to come
on,
because you know your spirit.
Come on, you
decide to come into this body when God made you.
Come on,
He gave you. Y'all agreed. Your soul and God agreed. That there was a purpose, and you were going to spend this lifetime. Discovering the purpose and living out the purpose. So then that means your sole job is not to be discovering your whole time on this earth. And so, yeah, I definitely believe in that.
Pour, P-O-O-R, which means passing over opportunity repeatedly. Ooh. What do that mean to you?
Man, letting opportunity slip past you. If the opportunity is not on a silver platter, then you ain't going to eat off of it, right?
Dang.
Yeah.
That's tough. The next one is hope. Help other people excel.
Oh, man, that's my life mantra. Like Zig Ziglar say, if you help enough people get what they want, then you will get what you want. And you don't do it for that reason. You just so happen to just be a good person doing. And then somebody behind you does for you.
Yes.
So I definitely believe in that.
All right. So think about this real quick. I want to kind of take you on this journey real quick. A lot of times we trying to live our purpose, but name me 3 of the people that you feel on this 20-year journey that connected you to your purpose.
Ooh. Name people?
Yeah. 3 people you feel like.
Oh, 3 people.
That they connected you in the last 3 years for you to be where you at today.
Man, I probably have more than 3 people, but I would say, first of all, my dad.
Okay.
You know, my dad was a maintenance man at a real estate office. And he showed me that the lifestyle.
Okay.
I saw one of the checks, a few of the checks that these agents were cashing. It was a stub in the trash. We used to empty
and
trash.
That was the moment. How old were you?
16.
Ooh.
Yeah. So my dad gave me that exposure, and not so much. It wasn't like a purposeful. See that, you know what? That's the thing. Like you said, poor. Like passing over opportunities repeatedly. Like, because it wasn't on a silver platter. My dad didn't say, "Hey, you can be a real estate agent. You could be one of the coldest one in the city." He didn't say that.
Okay.
So it wasn't on a silver platter. But what he did was he put me in a position to work for realtors.
Ooh, that's good.
I used my insight,
your intellectual property.
Come on. And then I said I could do the same thing they're doing. All I got to do, there's the only gap is the information. I don't know what they know. So then, there's a school for that. Oh, shit. So now I'm going to know what they know.
I love that.
I can do what they can do.
Okay.
And so I have to credit my dad, because he's the one who allowed me to work with him to be able to vacuum the office and pick up the trash in that environment. Yeah.
Who else?
My ex-wife.
Okay.
Who's one of my best friends. Really good friend of mine. We went to high school together. We didn't date in high school and everything, but we've known each other for a long time. We go way back. And we doing this thing called co-parenting, man. We live at it.
Oh,
doing a real good job.
I love it.
And so I have to credit her, because when I first got my license, man, she was telling everybody, my husband is a realtor. Y'all can buy a house from him. Not even knowing all of the ins and outs, but confident enough to say 2 or 3 things that will allow you to say, okay, what's your husband's phone number?
That's true.
So I closed my first deal my first real estate transaction that I ever closed was her uncle and an aunt.
Okay.
So, that was my first client. So I got to thank her.
And the last one.
Oh, the last one. Man,
it's tough.
Since there's only one more. The last one, I would say, a really good. I had a realtor.
Okay.
That showed me the way. Represented. I bought my first house when I was 21 years old, so I'm from the hood. I ain't know anything.
Come on.
My parents hadn't even owned a house. I was born in the house that my grandmother left to my father. So I ain't even and I'm the oldest. I didn't have a big brother or anybody. So nobody came to me and said, "Hey, this is how you save up, or this is how much you need to save up for a house. This is how you get your credit prepared." So when I got into the hands of this realtor, the realtor that I used, he also flipped houses.
Ooh,
so every time I had to come and drop off some earnest money or drop off some paperwork or something to be signed, because back then, this is 2001, there were only fax machines, no scanners and stuff. So you had to fill everything out in person. He would be underneath the house fixing a foundation or fixing the plumbing behind some walls. And so I asked him, I was like, what are you, this your house? He was like, no, I buy houses and then I resell them. I'm like, wow. So what I'm getting ready to do, and I'm thinking this is the greatest thing that you can ever do in life. This is the hardest, most challenging thing. You're telling me you do this like 3 or 4 times a year?
Ooh, I love it.
So he was a house flipper and a realtor, and that's what I became.
And you know what? I tell people all the time, the difference between a mentor and not a mentor. We call it the GPS theory.
Okay. Man, you with these acronyms. I love it.
So imagine I gave you my address and we went to Dallas. I need you to come to my house in Dallas. And you have no GPS. How you gonna find it?
Through instinct.
Through instinct.
If I've been there already.
If you've never been there.
Oh, if I've never been there already, I don't use GPS. Oh, that's a good question. If I don't use GPS, I'm gonna ask you.
You're gonna ask me
for directions.
Okay. So what if you lose access to me?
Okay.
What are you gonna do when you get to Dallas now?
If I lose access, which I get you to Dallas, and I can't use GPS, I don't have any access to you. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, so the reason why I bring this up is because so many people don't want to buy the access to the end results. If you're driving to Sugarland right now, should I go down 45 or should I go down the Beltway?
It's up to you.
Which way you think gonna be quicker though?
The Beltway.
The Beltway is a paid access.
Paid toll.
Paid toll.
Yeah.
Mentors are paid. So when people pay, they're going to pay attention.
Right.
So people need to understand that the GPS mindset is to get to the end result, you got to pay.
Yeah.
Quicker. If you want to get there quicker, you can get there. But you're going to bump your head a lot.
A lot.
So now that you blaze the trail, you blaze this trail of real estate agents, blaze this trail of passive income. Now you got to go back and grab some people. Because on your way to the trail, you was getting, bang.
Right.
You got to dig through the trail. You got to blaze the way. Now when you bring people back, people, oh, it's easy. It's not that easy. See, I made the path clear right now.
Right.
It's not really that easy.
I went before you and made your crooked place straight.
Man. So how do you try to teach that next generation on how important it is to have access to somebody like you?
You know, for me, the biggest thing is, like you said, when people pay, they pay attention. And so young folks, I think they understand that.
Okay.
They have to understand that you have to pay for what you want. Everybody's out here giving away free information. That's cap. You know, a lot of times, you know, that information it's fluff. You know, you can't really take it and apply it to your life. But I would admonish you to pay. You pay either way.
Either way.
Either way you pay. You pay less when you pay someone to mentor you.
Yes.
But either way you pay.
You gonna pay.
Either you're gonna pay in upsets, you're gonna pay with bumping your head.
Come on.
You're gonna come out here and probably get sued. Like you're gonna pay some type of way when you could have just paid the guy who have paved the way.
Man, that's so good. That's so good. So in the next 3 to 5 years, you'll be going into 25 years into real estate. What are some of the things you want to teach the next generation so that when you hit that 25-year mark, that they don't have to go through?
Yeah. Passive income. Passive income. Passive income is the answer. Why? Because it's money that's perpetual. Okay. You don't have to do much for it. Okay. We have to work on this earth. That's just how it is.
That's how it is.
From the time of Adam and Eve, we have to work. And so the name of the game is to work smarter.
Come on.
Passive income is the new smart way to work. Also, when you die,
come on.
Not if, but when you die, you can pass this passive income down to your kids.
I love it.
And then guess what? You teach them passive income. So they already have passive income coming in. Let's say I grow my empire to be making $5 million a month passive income. That's from book sales, from courses, from apartment complexes that I own, from regular residential rental properties, to the short-term rental corporate units that I have, to the businesses that I have. Let's say all that accumulated to be $5 million a month.
Talk about it.
Now, do you think that I built that $5 million passive income portfolio without teaching my kids how to get their own passive income? Let's say they have $200,000 a month coming in through passive income. Now I just dumped $5 million on them. And then they grew it to $30 million before they died. And then they gave it to their grandkids. And this is how you create generational wealth.
So we got a time capsule. It's this big. It's this big. You only can leave 3 things in there, and they got to be physical.
Okay.
You about to die. You only leave them 3 so the world can remember. We're going to put it in the ground and pull it out 1,000 years later.
Okay.
What are those 3 things you leaving in there so the world can remember you by?
Man, my course collection.
Come on.
My book collection with all the notes. So I make notes in my book so that when I die, my kids can know my mindset and they can pick up from there.
I like that.
I don't need you going backwards. I don't need you to learn what daddy learned. It take you 17 years after he died to learn that. I want you to learn now while he's living, and then when he's gone, you know exactly where his mindset was, and then do better than him. Do better than me. So definitely got to leave my book, my book collection. And then the third one.
It's hard.
You said physical.
Physical. Gotta leave physical. It's tough.
Oh. Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough.
Oh.
Because First, people they run to, yeah, I'm gonna leave my mindset. I mean, no.
Yeah, because that's not physical.
Not physical.
But you see how I duplicated my mindset right there. The courses in the books.
Yes, so that's
you
what's
can do
important.
that.
Yes, that's what's important.
Yeah,
because some people be like, first thing I want to, I'm gonna leave my ability to this, and I'm like, bro, physical.
Yeah. Well, I think that's because a lot of people are nervous and scared and hesitant to really put their information out there.
Okay.
And so I look at it like this. I know that every forward from this point forward will be great. And so since I know that, I want them to know where they came from.
Come on.
And so the things that I'm recording today, the courses that I'm putting out today, 200 years from now, somebody's gonna say, man, that was my great grandfather. He lived back in the 2020s.
Come on,
you know,
that's true.
We in 2080, you know, and I'm still relevant. I'm still teaching my family.
Yes.
Oh, so I know my third thing.
Okay, here we go.
The third thing that I will leave in that capsule is a manuscript on where I want my family to start.
Ooh, I like that.
So start where I left off. This is where I left off. This is what's in your DNA. These are the issues that you have in terms of your mindset that all the men have had, and we got to beat these generational curses. Yeah. And these are the generational blessings that you already have. Make these work and start here.
And I asked a question. Yes, this is a deep question I'm about to ask you. It's very, very deep.
Okay.
If you die tomorrow, I mean, if God say, "Hey, Anthony Ford, I'm about to kill you tonight," do you feel like you did enough right now?
No.
That you good.
Well,
think about this question. This is the, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you did enough in your lifetime? Most people feel like they haven't because they wasted a lot of time.
I feel like I feel like I haven't. Okay. But I haven't wasted any time.
Okay.
I haven't even had a childhood. Like I plan on in a couple of years when I turn 45, I plan on going back to my childhood.
Okay.
Like for real. I don't even know all what that means, but it's gonna be a lot of like vacationing and playing.
Come on.
You know, like it's gonna be a lot of that going on. So while I didn't procrastinate and didn't waste any time here on earth, I still feel like my time, I need about another 50 years. Because I'm special. I can really impact the world if in that time frame. So I don't want to go, but if I had those three things I could put inside the capsule.
Okay, I got you.
And the work that I've done so far.
Yeah, you good.
R.I.P. Rest in power.
I'm
ready.
I asked that question because some people be like I asked a dude yesterday. He's like, "Hold on, guy." He asked me, "I'm not ready to go."
It's the big one. It's Fred G. Sanford.
He not ready to go, but I'm saying this is why every day, like what you said earlier, it's so important to wake up and be like, "Man, let's go, let's go." Yeah. This is why, because people are really thinking, I got a little time chilling, watching TV. I'm just time is time.
Man, I said a prayer to God, man, a long time ago, man.
Come on.
I said, it's scripture based.
Okay.
But I said, Lord, teach me to number my days. And that doesn't mean anything other than show me how to have reverence.
Come on.
For each day. Or in other words, show me how to respect each day. If you respect each day, then you live meaningfully every single day.
Well, my quote is life without purpose has no meaning.
Right.
I've been saying that quote since 1996.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Life without.
So we can go to quotes. Let's go.
So what are your top 5 quotes you want to give the people?
So one of my quotes is start with the end in mind. Always start with the end in mind.
Come on.
Start off thinking about where you want to be. Okay. And then work backwards.
Reverse engineer it. I got you.
Yeah.
Next quote.
Another one, man. You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
All right, this deep.
I'm ready.
The creative challenge of a man is to play, tussle, and make love to the present moment while still giving his unique gift to the world.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I got that. That's not my original quote though, but I like it.
Yeah.
I got it out this book called The Superior Man. And I love reading. And what it's saying is that every person, so it's not just man, it's man and woman, but every person on this earth has a purpose.
That's true.
And so you're not going to find your purpose until you can be creative. So the challenge in being creative is that you have to fully indulge in the present moment. So you've got to wake up to see what's going on in the present, but still give your unique gift to the world. My unique gift to the world is teaching.
Yes.
Is healing people through my words, letting them know, hey, it's okay. You can get out of this poverty mindset. If you shift it here, you shift it there, you earn passive income. You know, that's my gift, right? But every day bills are due. Every day people cutting you off in traffic.
Of course.
Every day you got issues. And so I have to stay in the present moment and keep my head on a swivel to look like, okay, I see this, but what's behind me?
Yes.
And so that's the creative challenge. So
and I also tell people I wrote this down this morning. I said, the people that you give access to, they look at you as ants when you're really a giant.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But only way they can see it is when you step out their life.
Yeah, man. One of my big brothers, pastor, he said, sometimes you can treat an uncommon thing as if it's common, and that's just giving people too much access to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I really try to tell people, like, don't get it twisted. Like I be meeting people that be dropping so many gems. They be like, hey, bro,
right?
But it's because I'm constantly learning.
Yeah,
I'm constantly every day thinking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's what when you can have when I had time to think, that's when I become successful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the creative challenge.
Yes.
It's for you to deal with what's right now.
Yes.
But then also get out of that and keep your mind steady upon
I love it.
what it is your purpose.
All right, so right now I'm about to alley hoop, throw it to you. Now, any questions you want to ask me?
Okay. Man, where you get these quotes from, man? I mean, these acronyms. Where you get these acronyms from, bro?
Well, I really want to. I'm gonna drop a book called The Little Black Book of Acronyms. It's gonna be 700.
So you come up with all those acronyms yourself?
Yeah, I be just thinking of like words.
I respect your mind.
I be thinking of words. I be thinking of like
777
acronyms.
Man, when you dropping that? Hurry up.
It's coming. You know, I'm working on it.
I love it.
But I'm gonna drop it with the audio too. So,
okay.
Because I'm gonna drop the audio. I talk about the acronym, but then I'm gonna drop like acronym number 1. Let's talk a little bit about denial. But this is how I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? But have a little music behind. Stuff like that.
So you're gonna have every acronym,
yes,
and then you're gonna have
a 1 to 2 minute, a 1 to 2 minute dialogue. I don't want to keep them long.
About that acronym,
yes,
and what it means. Ooh, that's fire.
Just
can we pre-order it?
Just so people can have a mindset.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I think it's important, bro. I'm so just excited about life. My wife, she'd be like, man, it's some days I'm fired up. She don't be as fired up as me. You know what I'm saying? So.
I definitely think that's gonna be a great book. So tell me,
come on,
you've been an entrepreneur for how long?
10 years.
10 years.
Well, I started a business back in. I had to go to work, and so I was an entrepreneur at 18. I tell you that story, and then everybody's like, "Bro, you better go back to work. You better stop trying to be an entrepreneur." You know what I'm saying? And so then all I knew was what they told me. So I had to go to work, start working. You know what I'm saying? Then I went to the railroad, and then I'm like, man, I gotta get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So 10 years as like full time, go and get it hardcore. You know what I'm saying? But I had that span where I had to go to work because I couldn't figure it out yet.
Right, which is normal. You know. So in your 10 years of being an entrepreneur, how on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is passive income to you?
It's everything.
It's 10? 9?
10, 11.
10. It's 11.
The reason why, because it's so important to have multiple streams of income and that you don't really have to work for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot how many people bought the podcast ebook, maybe like 80 something in like the last 6 or 7 days because they was, hey, tell me about the podcast. Shoot it to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. Create what you know. And create what you know and know that people are looking for what you know.
Right.
And that's the power of it.
Yeah, I think we see that on social media, man. It's you could be a fool on social media, and then you can still have a following of 2-3 million people.
Yeah,
and then you could be talking really, really good stuff, and you can have your 2-3 million followers. And so there's a sector out there for everyone.
Yes,
and then there's fans or there's subscribers out there.
I call them your tribe is your vibe. So the reason why your tribe is your vibe, because the vibe is vibration.
Right.
So however you vibrating, people will be attracted to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can see people and be like, oh, okay, I got it. So but your tribe is your vibe, though.
I like that.
That's what's important.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Any more questions?
First of all, start doing all that.
Oh yeah, I told my wife I was gonna meet you over there. Don't worry about it.
Man, listen.
I told her, I said, you know, I'm gonna go. He don't think I'm gonna come.
So my question is, you think you can hoop?
Man, the people know, man. First team all district 2 years in a row.
That was back in the 90s.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, really? That's
a long time.
That's good stuff, though. But your district probably was weak.
Beaumont, Westbrook, North Shore,
Beaumont
Central,
yes.
Beaumont Central, Beaumont Westbrook,
North Shore is not
Port Arthur, Lincoln.
They was good back then.
They was cold. They was dumb butt niggas.
you ain't hoop HISD. That's y'all wouldn't be over here HISD, man. We was it was about us. Word.
Okay.
Wall.
So you what did TJ Ford go?
He went to Willie Ridge. He younger.
Willie Ridge. Yeah. No, he about 2 years.
No, about 3 or 4.
Oh, 3 or 4. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. They a whole other class. Like 2000.
Because he grew up in Baytown, but his dad moved him to.
I heard. Yeah.
His dad said, you gotta go.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
Because he knew y'all couldn't hoop out there. You feel me?
Yeah.
So anyway.
So look, man, this is why I love to, because we're going to be able to look back in this video 10 years from now. Mm-hmm. And so you can see like the present, the past, how, you know, and I tell people this all the time, and I'm going to give you your flowers. I don't learn too much for too many people. Straight up. Because I'm always learning. Mm-hmm. And most people not learning. And so when I met you, I'm like, man, this guy got some gems. And I learned some things from you. And I'm gonna be honest, my wife tell you all the time, I don't learn too much for too many people. Really? And there's no disrespect to people, man.
Wow.
But it's just
what have you learned? Like what are those things that I've taught you?
No, I mean that passive income, man. That that quote is true about if you're making the money the same way your grandparents making money, you making money the wrong way. It's so true. I've been thinking like that, but I ain't never heard it like that.
Yeah.
Because I already knew my family, all they knew was jobs.
Yeah.
That's all they know right now, today. They still looking at me like, hey, man, what you doing
over there? Yeah. I say that in the book too, man. Like if a kid came home and said, Dad, Mom, guess what? Mm-hmm. I want to go on this social media thing. First of all, what the hell is social media? But I want to go on this social media thing. I want to go on my phone.
Yes.
And I want to record videos of me playing video games. And I'm gonna become a millionaire because of it. They be like, sit your ass over there. Yep. Then they gonna be caught, girl, guess what? He done lost his mind.
That's true.
The husband gonna say, man, listen, I don't even know what my son talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, what your son say, you wanna be a doctor? Okay, yeah. A football player? Oh, yeah. Well, little Timmy wanna play fucking video games. But those are the things that create passive income.
Yes.
And so it's just, man, it just serves us in this day and age where it didn't before. So
I tell people two things. I say, what bars are you dropping? All right? Because every day you dropping bars online. All right? So the bars people remember bars. They don't remember the song.
You're right.
So
you're right.
People gonna remember you for saying, if you're making money, that's why you gotta keep pounding their head. Yeah. I went to an event maybe about 3 weeks ago. This girl said, hey, you're WhyNowIsYourTime guy. I'm like, my name Lloyd, what's up? They don't even know my name.
Yeah.
But they know
what you stand for.
Went to another event. This dude was like, hey, bro, let me show you something. This fool put up his notes. He got notes on videos that I done online.
Man, doesn't that feel
That's crazy.
That feels great.
I'm just saying. It's like, and my wife like, that's kind of weird. I said, it's not really weird.
How it goes.
It's not.
But that was your intention.
Yes.
So to see it come to fruition and be able to hear about it.
That's what I said.
That's why I ask people, like when people tell me that I inspired them and stuff, I want to know why. I want to know how. Mm-hmm. Because I talk this stuff every day. I don't know what's going to permeate through your brain.
That's right.
And what's going to do it for him. And so to hear it back, man, it's a gift. So you were getting a gift.
That's why I told her, I was like, it's not really weird, because if he seen me, he's like, man, every time, hey man, I ain't trying to take your time, but every time I see a video, I have to stop and watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'll say, it's just God showing me through other people.
We all are vessels.
But you know what? When I first started, people was like, bro, don't do it that way. You can't curse. You can't, man. You better be upright, be upstand. Man, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Be
saying?
100.
I'm gonna be me.
I was speaking on a panel yesterday, and one of the guys came to me and he was like, man, I just like how real you put it.
Yes.
You know, I'm like, man, listen, let's be transparent.
Come on.
We got it out the mud. And let's talk about it. Let's use that word. Let's not say, oh, yes, you know, I was a startup and I had to do this and do that. Yes. Nah, man, I got out the mud. All I had was my goddamn faith. You know what I mean? And that was it. And I built everything on my back based off of my faith. In other words, based off of what I saw in the future.
Come on.
And then I just pulled it back to
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's important, because I try to really tell people, they're like, see, people don't see it. Like my uncle, he'll be like, nephew, man, you doing so well, but I don't really understand what you're doing.
So?
They don't understand it.
It's your purpose.
It's my purpose.
It's your purpose.
So I believe that if Mr. Ford don't live his purpose, people are going to die because of you.
Yeah. I know that.
Because God has assigned him to you.
Come on.
He have assigned. He's like, this is Anthony. This is the 50,000 people that need to see him do his thing. So out of those 50,000, maybe 500 do their thing, because now they're going to go back and reach back.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
And then they're going to have 50,000 people.
Yes. That's the power,
And the crazy thing about it, man, is that I am aware of that. I am aware of my purpose. I am aware that I was put on this earth to lead a mass group of people that will also go out and have their own mass groups of people that they leading. I know that, and I'm serious about that, and I'm adamant about it, and I'm dedicated to making it happen. So.
Man, and that's just the mindset, bro. So if you can leave one thing, you got a minute and a half on why people should either connect with you, buy your courses, or follow you. You can look into that camera and tell them.
So listen, my name is Anthony Ford. I've been in the business for 20 years. I come from nothing. I come from humble beginnings. I was on food stamps. My grandmother was on Section 8. Listen, if I can do it, you can do it. And so I just want to teach people how to gain passive income in the 20 years that it took me to learn this. There's a lot of hacks out here that you could really get information on. And you can do what I call is a life hack, and you can really turn your life totally around into another direction. And that's just me. So I've created these courses called the Passive Income Manuscript courses, and those courses are designed for regular people as well as people that have real estate license. I teach both groups of people how to gain passive income through real estate, through stocks, and through insurance products that later on become their own banking system. And I mean, that is my life passion, is to show people how to to get people out of having earned income and make people create passive income. That's the only way you can really live an abundant life. It's the only way you can have time to spend with your loved ones, with your family, and to travel. That's the only way that you could do those things without ever having a budget and without ever having to be mindful of the time. And that is to get passive income.
Man, listen, man. As I always tell you guys, keep watching me like you watch TV. Not only you gonna watch your income grow, but your mindset will change, man. Again, man, thank you for coming. I'm giving you your flowers, bro.
I appreciate it.
Keep hitting these. Listen, the world needs us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they need is there's so much negative energy. So when they see me, it's nothing but positive coming.
Come on.
I'm coming with that positive energy. Absolutely. And I be relentless, dog. You have to be relentless, because people, what I learned is there's a glass right here. With this glass, it represents your body. I'm about to pour water in there.
Yeah.
That water represents the positive energy. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take the dime. I'm going to drop the dime in the glass. It's going to go to the bottom. That represents God's vision for your life.
Okay.
I'm going to take a teaspoon of Coke.
Come on.
Of all the haters.
Yeah.
I'm going to pour a teaspoon of Coke inside there. What happens is your vision get cloudy for that little teaspoon of hate. Mm-hmm. So if I'm a light and I'm shining, whenever hate come to me, it bounces off. Because I keep coming, man.
Come on.
My motto is I don't come to take sides, I come to take over. Keep watching me like you watch TV.
I love it.
Listen, man, I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace out.